Hey, happy Friday night. I hope you had a good St. Patrick's Day. I'm still wearing my green sweater. I bought this sweater on eBay, good Lord, 10 years ago at least. And I remember there was a little tiny place on the seam of one of these sleeves that had come undone, and I had to sew it back together. And there was and they sold it really cheap for that. Like, there's this hole and it's really bad. I had it sewn up in like 2 minutes. There was nothing to it. But I wanted it because it was a V-neck and I liked the color of it. And all I had to do was just get out my little sewing kit and sew that up. And I've had this sweater for years. And I remember I got it really cheap. They said, it's really bad. And I'm looking at it going, I don't see that it's that bad. They had pictures of the little seam, and I'm looking going, what is so bad about that? Hell, all you need is some needle and some thread and you got that fixed. So I thought, I'll take a chance on it because it was, like I say, it was really cheap. I thought, well, we'll get it here and, see what we're working with. It was so simple. Oh my gosh. So I like my happy green sweater. It's very comfortable. I like the color. I like the way it fits. It makes me very happy. So, what did I do today? Well, I took that tater tot casserole to Glenda the Good Witch. Actually, my older son got home right after I finished making the video, and I had it sitting out on the stove to cool, and he sampled a little bit of it. He said, that's actually really good. He said, you should make that again sometime. I never thought I would hear either of my kids say that about a casserole. They're not crazy about casseroles. They'll eat them, but they don't like them. He said that was actually good. Now, my younger son wanted nothing to do with it. He took one. He got home a little bit later and looked at it and said, ooh, no, nuh-uh, no thank you. So I took it to him. He and his kids were having meatloaf tonight, and they were going to have that with it. And I said, well, actually, this has hamburger in it. He said, oh, I didn't know that. So I said, yeah, so you'll have extra, I reckon. So hopefully they liked it. I haven't heard. So a lot of the stuff I make in those videos goes there. So yeah, he said his favorite thing. He said, if you feel like making that pecan thing again, I don't remember what he was talking about. He said it was some sort of pecan upside down cake or something. I made something with pecans. He said that was the best thing you've made. That was my favorite out of everything you've made. If you want to make that again sometime and bring it over here, it won't hurt my feelings at all. So I'd have to look back through my videos. I can't even remember what I had for lunch yesterday. I damn sure don't remember what video that was. But he said it was like a dessert kind of thing with pecans in it or on it or something. So I may have to make that again for him sometime. What happened today? Well, it was my last official day at work. It's my last day. I no longer have a day job after today. It was very uneventful. I had just a couple little things to do, and I turned in my invoice for my time, and that was it. Yeah, my internet went out this morning. I don't know what happened. At about 8 o'clock this morning, my internet just went out, and so I had to call the fiber optic people, North State. It's Lumos now. It was North State, now it's called Lumos or whatever. Very helpful lady. One thing I love is their customer service is so good. When you call, you actually get a person on the phone and not a robot, and they will actually help you, and it's really nice. This lady was very helpful. I don't know what the hell happened. We had to unplug the modem, leave it unplugged for like a minute, plug it back up. That didn't seem to fix anything. So, but what ended up working though, after we plugged it back up, I was able to get back on the internet on my cell phone, but not on my laptop or desktop. It kept saying the password was incorrect. And I'm double checking, triple checking, and I checked with her. Yep, that's what I put. It's saying it's wrong. And this is not a good day. I'm thinking I got videos to do. It's my last day at work. I got stuff I got to do. I do not have time for this today. But what we ended up doing was we went into the Wi-Fi settings and just forgot, click forget for that Wi-Fi right there. So we did forget, and then we pulled it up again and let it just pop up again, and then logged in, and then it worked. So I don't know, it's just some funky dirt in the system or something, some sediment in the pipe or something. I don't know, but that fixed it. But that took up about a half hour of my morning. It was very frustrating, but we got it figured out. And I think I mentioned last week that if I hadn't heard anything from Google about the ad revenue, by Thursday night that today I was going to talk to. There was this one company that I wanted to talk to that I interviewed with in the past. And I really liked them. I had a really good feeling about this company. And so I kept the business card of the HR person there. So I called that person today and talked to him. And they don't have anything right now. But I did. He did ask me to email him my resume. So I did. And he said he would definitely keep me in mind if anything came up. So nothing there, but that's all right. I kind of figured there wasn't. I looked around online and I didn't see anything from this company. And I thought, yeah, I don't think they're doing anything right now. So I'm working on some other possibilities. In the meantime, just making 2 videos a day for my other channel. That's just going to be my day job, I guess. Somehow I get distracted though. And it's, you know, some days it's really noisy outside and it's hard to make a video because it's so noisy. There's just stuff going on. I don't know. It ends up just chewing up my entire day sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. But that, for now, that's just going to have to be my day job. The sad thing is, with the ad revenue being what it is, I'm putting out 2 videos a day on my other channel, and I'm still making less than I was a month ago making 1 video a day. It's still significantly less than what I was making a month ago. It's fucking ridiculous. It is ridiculous, the change in my ad revenue from, you know, like now compared to like a month ago or 2 months ago when ad revenue was already kind of low. Shit, it's lower than that. It is crazy. But for the time being, that's just what I'm going to do. Changed out my nail polish. Look at that pretty. It's called Lips Tulips. You know, like tulips, like the flower. Lips, tulips. Lips, tulips. Lips, tulips. Yeah. It's kind of sheer, though. This is what 1 coat looks like. And so, yeah, I'm going to do 2 coats of that, and then I'm going to go over it with one of those unicorn top coats from Sally Hansen. And I'm just waiting for my son to get home from work, and I have to figure out what he wants for dinner. I have some leftovers in there that I'm really going to push. Like, you want this? Huh? You do? I have to sell food in the refrigerator like a salesman. Like, come on, you want to eat this? I don't want that again. Oh, come on. Take one for the team and eat the rest of that spaghetti. You can do it. Fine. You want some hot dogs? I have some hot dogs in here that somebody needs to eat. It's mainly my older son. I do it to him more than his brother. I don't know why that is, but I do. I got an email today from my younger son for his lunch account. See, you put money into their lunch account, and when they get lunch, the money comes out, and you can look at the meal history and see what they've been buying, what they've been getting for lunch. I got an email today that his lunch account was low, and I'm going, that's not possible. I just put money in there not long ago. There's no way it's already low. And I went on there. That damn young'un has been getting Dippin' Dots and Doritos. Dippin' Dots, Doritos, and that, what's the drink? It's like a fake soda. What is it called? Shit. There's some kind of fake soda that they can get. And the Dippin' Dots and the Doritos and that drink, all that together is like over $6. He's been getting that shit just about every day. That's been his lunch every day for God knows how long. He just depleted his lunch account. Oh, I gave him hell as soon as I saw that. I started texting him like, you better not do that anymore. He knows not to, and he knows I can see that he's getting it. And I said, did you think I wouldn't notice? He said, I don't know. Yeah, so I said, well, you can get actual lunch, but no snacks for the rest of the year. Because it was that bad. Like, this is for the rest of the school year, you don't get any more snacks. That's crazy. I don't have a problem with you getting lunch. That's fine. You can get your lunch, milk, juice, whatever. But none of this other crap. It is amazing the variety of snacks they can get at school. It is crazy. I thought they had done away with all that. With like the healthy lunches and stuff. Oh, hell no. They can get Dippin' Dots, all kinds of chips. You know, it's nuts what they can get. So I said, yeah, no more of this shit. But see, honestly, and they both know this, I can't really say anything because all throughout middle school, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, all throughout middle school, the middle school I went to, the school lunches were horrible. And I will admit that, and his brother said the same thing, that the lunches at the middle school are really terrible. They're just inedible. But he's welcome to bring lunch from home, and sometimes he does. But my mom would give me $5 a week for lunch. Now, this was back in the 80s. You know, you could get more for $1 in the 80s than you can now. She'd give me $1 a day for lunch. And lunch, if you wanted to get lunch, I'm thinking it was about $1, maybe 90 cents or something. And that was your plate lunch and like a cup of Kool-Aid or something. That was, or a thing of milk. It was, I think it was 90 cents or 85 cents, something like that. Anyway, she'd give me $1 a day. Well, I didn't want the lunches because part of the problem too was we only got 20 minutes for lunch. 20 minutes. And that included the time it took to leave the classroom, get to the cafeteria, get in line, get your food. Kids were eating their food walking to the table. You had to literally you had to eat it super fast because as soon as you sat down, you about had to be done because then you got to go put your tray away, throw away your trash, and get to your next class. So, first of all, it was inedible. It was god awful. And I didn't have time to eat it. Like, I would end up not even getting to eat half of it before we had to go. Because the cafeteria was very small, they had to cycle kids through really fast. That's why we only had 20 minutes total for lunch. Because they had way too many kids at the school. It was grossly overpopulated. I think my class was the first one to do the trailers. You know, they had trailers set up outside for classrooms. And they were literal trailers, like old single-wide mobile homes. The ones they have now aren't any nicer, but it was kind of weird because I remember having to go to music class in an old rickety-ass mobile home that looked like the house I lived in. Like, why is this a classroom? And it was very strange. It was on wheels. You had to walk up this rickety set of steps to get in it. It's very strange. But there were just way too many kids at this school. And it was just seriously overcrowded. They did eventually go on to build 2 larger middle schools, and they closed the smaller ones to deal with all the, they could accommodate more kids. But yeah, when I was there, it sucked. So anyway, for lunch, and I've told my kids this, for lunch, I would take that $1, and there was an elderly man who worked in the cafeteria, and he had a little snack. He was like a snack vendor. He had this little rolly cart with little shelves on it, and he sold things like potato chips, brownies, little things of Cheez-Its, the Lance crackers, stuff like that. So what I would do was, I would go get a cup of Kool-Aid. I would buy a cup of Kool-Aid for like, I don't think it was much. It was like 5 cents for a cup of Kool-Aid. And then I would take the rest of my money over to the snack bar, and I ate for 3 years straight. I would eat a Lance brownie and cheese nips or potato chips and a cup of Kool-Aid. And that was my lunch for 3 years. So I can't say shit about my kids eating junk for lunch. And they know that. Like, I can't say a damn thing because I did the same thing in middle school. So my older son, though, did say the high school has better food. He said it's definitely, it's much better. The middle school food is just god-awful. He said the high school is a lot better. So my older son does eat lunch some days. Some days he doesn't. But he gets out early now because he doesn't have like a 4th block class anymore. So he gets out early. He gets out like right after lunch. So some days he just comes home and eats here. And just, like, I don't bother eating unless I'm just starving. So I was a little pissed about that he blew all the money. I said, well, you just don't get any more snack money for the rest of the school year. It's only another, 3 months. But anyway. Yeah, I said, you're done. You're done. No more snacks for you. That's crazy. So I feel pretty good. I'm still stressed. Making 2 videos a day for the other channel is hard because I'm going to run out of fucking ideas. I'm going to run out of things to do. I just have to start repeating shit. Well, I repeat shit all the time anyway. But for now, that's just going to have to be my day job until I get an actual job, until I get a real job. It would be nice to be able to just get up in the morning, get dressed, go to a job. I don't have to be creative. I don't have to come up with anything, and a lot of days when I worked full time, and I think we all do it, you go through periods of time where you go to work and you're working, you're doing your job, but you're kind of on autopilot all day. I can just autopilot my way through the day sometime, not every day, but I could do that. I don't really get to do that if I'm having to do 2 videos a day. You can't autopilot through that. You have to, it uses different parts of your brain or something, which is good, but I think I would be a lot less stressed if I could just, get back to just going to a job, doing a thing all day, and then coming home. Well, actually, I'd be coming home, changing clothes, and going to an exercise class, but yeah. Honestly, it's starting to sound very appealing, especially with all this stress about the ad revenue and everything. Like, man. And I keep thinking that if I could just find a full-time job, there are so many things that I would just not have to give a shit about anymore. Like, I wouldn't have to worry about that anymore. That would actually be nice. I would still make videos. I still would. I don't know if it would be every day, but I would still do it. I think it would be too stressful to try to do it every day, but it's the kind of thing you don't really know until you get there and you get the job and you start doing it. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to get back to working on my nails. My son's going to be home any minute now. Oh, Boop's crying outside of the door. Boop! Meow! Meow! She's sad. She's lonely. Boop! She's sad. Well, I better go let her in, and she'll come lay in my lap and scrub her face into my sweater and drool on it. That's just what she does because she's funny. So I feel good. I'm in a pretty good mood. I always have this low grade stress going on. But for right now, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I have high hopes that things are going to be good. I have all positive thoughts. So it's good. But happy Friday to you. I hope you have a good weekend coming up. I have a quiet weekend coming up. I don't think it's supposed to rain. Originally, they were saying it was going to rain like all day tomorrow. Now it doesn't say that, so that's kind of nice. And Sunday looks really good too, weather-wise. And I'm just going to, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to enjoy my weekend and try not to worry too much. So thank you so much for being here and for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again soon.